Good morning, Professor. Thank you for being present here to be presented with a project done by our group mates on the Gordie Howe International Bridge. As the project management team, we have examined this case in a project management way to establish whether the completed project was a success or not, and the reasons behind the same. To begin with, I would like to present our team and the roles we were performed. Sarmeen Akhtar Suchona as a team leader and quality control, Abdul Hamid Mohammed as presentation and graphic lead, and Azhar Khan as timekeeper, and Swapnil Abraham as quality control as well, and Saif Mohammed as a scribe, and the final submitter and the quality control was done by Tej Kumar. So we will see today the significant steps of project management, initiating the planning, executing, and monitoring before making our final decision. So yeah, let's begin with the PowerPoint presentation.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here in the PPT's presentation on Gordie Howe International Bridge. My name is Saif Muhammad, and here in this session, I'll be working as a scribe onto this Gordie Howe International Bridge project under Professor. So in today's session, I'll be talking about the Gowa's International Bridge planning and initiation. So basically, the main motive was purposely made to enhance one of the busiest commercial crossings in North America between Detroit and Windsor. The general aim of the whole project was to alleviate congestion, improve the flow of trade, and offer an alternative to the worn-out Ambassador Bridge. So the project that were involved, including a six-lane cable-landed bridge, and additionally the ports of entry as well as connecting the highways. It also had a 30-year operations and maintenance period. So the most essential milestone were the 2018 financial close, the starting of construction in 2019, and the intended completion in 2024. So the Canadian government provided the budget estimate around 5.7 billion Canadian dollar through a model of P3 managed public-private partnership as a way to minimize the risk to the taxpayer and guarantee long-term performance. Success had to be defined with takes of budget and time, quality, and ultimately the strategic trade-offs. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Really appreciate your patience, and thank you very much. You guys have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Saif, to give me an opportunity to continue the next slide, slide number 3. So, my name is Sharmin Akhtar Shuchona, and I hope everyone is well. And I'm really happy and excited to take on the role of a team leader and oversee the quality control for this project because I feel that from this project, collaboration is key to our success, and I'm eager to work with such a talented and dedicated team. So let's start my part, which is project initiation and planning, stakeholders and initial risks, part 1. The stakeholders in this project were in two countries comprising federal and provincial governments, local communities, as well as private contractors. The procuring, designing, constructing, and stakeholder management central body was the Windsor Detroit Bridge Authority. The significant threat was the political opposition, in particular of the owner of the Ambassador Bridge and other state leaders of Michigan, which caused years of legal and procedural efforts. People in local communities and indigenous people were concerned with the way the land was used. Cultural disturbance and environmental damage, which is why community engagement is very, very important. It was imperative to start planning risks early. Canada was able to proceed with the help of the legislative power and aggressive legal planning to coordinate the interest of stakeholders for mutual gains. So that's all about my part I covered, guys, and thank you so much. I would like to request the next teammate to continue the next slides. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Tej Kumar Panala. Now I'll be talking about the next crucial phases of project management, execution, controlling with special focus on risk management and stakeholder development. First and foremost, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to Shamin for the fantastic explanation on the project initiation, planning, stakeholders, and initial risks. As we moved into the execution phase, risk management became much more dynamic and responsive, unlike the planning phase where risks are mostly anticipated during execution. We dealt with real-time risks that evolved alongside the project. To manage this project, team maintained a living risk register, a continually updated document that logged all risks, categorized them by priority. This allowed the team to stay focused on high impact risks, making quick adjustments and deploying mitigation strategies when necessary. However, risks did not simply go away. In fact, the new type of risks began to emerge. For example, legal challenges persisted, but we also encountered construction delays, labor shortages, and notably the far reaching impact of the COVID 19 pandemic. In addition, inflation and rising costs created financial uncertainties. The pandemic, in particular, posed significant material and labor challenges. Many suppliers contractors were unable to meet deadline either due to lockdowns, shipping delays, or staff illness. Despite of this, the project managed to stay relatively on track. This was largely due to effective contingency plans and flexibility built into the contractual terms. We had anticipated some disruptions, and having adaptable plans helped us to reduce the impact of both time and cost. Through this phase, we identified the five most risks as follows: delay in construction, contractor default, cross-border regulatory environments, political interference, particularly in sensitive areas, recurring permits and assessments, supply chain disruptions, especially across international borders, made worse by the pandemic. Now, I would like to request my colleague to continue the next slide. Thank you.
So, hello everyone, my name is Azhar Khan. I'll start with a quick intro. The Howe International Bridge is a new bridge being built between Detroit in the US and Windsor in Canada to improve trade, reduce traffic, and make crossing the border easier. The project began in 2019 and is expected to be completed by the end of the 2024. So now I'll talk about the communication part of this project. Since this was a large international project, the team needed to keep many people updated, like government agencies, construction companies, and local communities. So they created a communication plan. This plan explained who should get updates and how often they should get updates. Moreover, which tools to use. They used tools such as emails, meetings, or newsletters. They used to hold weekly meetings with contractors and used to give monthly updates to the government officials. And also, not only this, they used to give quarterly updates to the public. Moreover, for serious issues like delays and risk, they used emergency communications to inform everyone quickly. They also used different methods like email, site visits, social media, and the one thing they did was they used bilingual updates so the both US and Canadian groups could understand the message clearly. The project team also paid special attention to indigenous and local communities. So this helped in making sure their concerns were heard. This helped to build trust and reduce conflict. Finally, they tracked how well their communication was by working and checking the feedbacks. Additionally, they used to take feedback from the customers as well. Overall, this strong communication helped the project stay on track, solve problems clearly, and keep everyone informed. So now I would like Hamid to continue from here.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks to you all for being presented here to be presented with a project done by Gordie Howe International Bridge. Like this is Abdul Hamid Mohammed. During the construction process, it is a successful project in terms of strategy, adoption, and a stakeholder relation plan. The project remained on schedule even though there were legal, political, and logistical challenges. Significant items have been done or are being implemented as scheduled. When the government is the driving force behind infrastructure development, it is unusual to note that similar changes were achieved regardless of resistance AI. Due to good governance of the project, quality leadership, and solid P3 design, it is not enough to complete, but also to get results. The bridge will enhance the efficiency of trade, minimize congestion, waste emissions, and generate employment chances in the years to come. When the government is driving force behind infrastructure development, the bridge will enhance the efficiency of trade, minimize congestion, waste emissions, and generate employment chances in the years to come. Finally, the project is the best practice for cross-border collaboration, risk mitigation, and the delivery of public value. Coming to the references, there are so many references are presented here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to all.